Kingdom Hearts is a series that I love. Just love the whole thing. Gameplay, I do love the story. Yes, it is a, somewhat difficult. Not difficult, more. It makes you keep up with it. And some may not like that. I don't necessarily have a problem with it personally. But, in Kingdom Hearts, I was kind of thinking of picking one game, but I was like, no, the whole series is... You can't really talk about one game without talking about the whole thing. But... yeah, it's just... My whole getting into this series is a weird one. And anyone that knows me from Twitch streaming or whatever knows that I love this series, and I've streamed this series, I have no idea, three times I think, all the way through. But getting into the series, when it came out, I remember my friend brought it over. I think he was borrowing it from a friend, I'm not sure, but I had a PS2, and I watched him play it, because, yeah, and I didn't personally really play much of Kingdom Hearts myself until the PS3 HD remix versions of the series came out. And yeah, I think I've mentioned this before, but basically I remember my friend again played it and got to the Maleficent fight, and he got stuck there or whatever, and I at some point just picked it up from that point and finished the game. And of course then I eventually played all the way through the game myself, and just started playing all the games in the series because, well, I got into it. It's just one of those things, and it's not necessarily that I wasn't into Kingdom Hearts before really getting into it. It's more for playing it. It's more that I was following it, but I was kind of like, yeah, that's cool, but not, I don't know. My whole journey, I guess, as a gaming person is weird. I don't know, but once that series hooked me, it hooked me. And my personal favorite in the series is Birth by Sleep. Now, I just love the three different characters, the three different stories. They all interconnect and all that, and I just really like a lot of things about Birth by Sleep, personally. But yeah, I think I generally would suggest you haven't played this, play it kind of thing. Like, Kingdom Hearts is kind of one of those. I do suggest playing the series, obviously, because it's an awesome series of games. But, I do understand that some people may have some reservations, like, oh, it's Disney characters, or that's not interesting. But the thing is that this is probably my favorite representation of Disney characters in anything. I mean, it could just because it's the Kingdom Hearts-ness of it, but like, I like Disney stuff, but I like a lot of Disney stuff because of Kingdom Hearts, if that makes sense. But Also, the other funny thing is that at the time when the game came out, I wasn't super into Final Fantasy, so I wasn't getting into it because of that either, because, well, I hadn't really played any of the FF games at that point. I knew of them, obviously, but never played them myself. I was, younger at the time too, so that was another part of it. But I don't know, I just love, just find it amazing that a series where Disney, and Final Fantasy, Square Enix stuff or Squaresoft stuff combining, and then you have your Kingdom Hearts stuff, which is my favorite part of the game, obviously, is the Kingdom Hearts centric stuff, as it should be, because it's Kingdom Hearts. So, and I am very much looking forward to what happens in the future of this series. I think that's kind of my thing, is I've been, I kind of had a quick getting into the whole Xehanort thing, and now that, I was kind of in the waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3, like everyone, but now that I've, again, gotten into the series more and now I'm just waiting for the whole, just the next phase. It's really exciting to me. I don't know how many other people, I know there's quite many people that are super excited about that, but yeah, I think my thing also was, I love Xehanort as a villain, but like I said, like, it kind of basically had a not crash course per se, but like just a quick, I wasn't waiting for all the games to come out. I basically had all the games there, and I just played them all. That was very helpful probably for me, just kind of, because it's also a series that I can't just play one of the games. It's really hard for me to do that. I am planning on playing through Kingdom Hearts 1 for its 20th anniversary. Hopefully we get some cool stuff on that day, but we'll see. Also, we'll see when the next game comes out. But yeah, I think, we'll see. We'll see what the future holds for this series. We'll see where they take the story, take the characters, and I'm just very intrigued by the Master of Masters, Yozura, the other masters, all the other characters that, and I know there's a bit of an issue that some people might have, that, oh, here's a lot of deep, important lore because it's in a mobile game. I do understand that issue that people might have, but in my opinion, I don't think it really detracts that, because that's my thing. Like, I did play that mobile game because it's off, it's not online anymore. Like, they still have all the story stuff that you can look at, but all the really super important, all the stuff that deals with Master of Masters and all the masters and that whole thing is super interesting to me. But yeah, it's Kingdom Hearts, again, like I said, it is my favorite game series, and probably one of my favorite series in fiction in general. I will always be into this series. I will always be somewhat interested in everything that happens. Not saying I'll never not be interested, but they've not given me a personal reason yet to not care for it. And I don't see them doing anything like that. Like, it's just that's something so bad that I don't, you know. But we'll see. Also, people do have kind of a thing for Nomura that's, my opinion, I think it's a little unwarranted to dislike for his style of things, but also there's a personal preference thing. I understand that. I understand that Nomura is probably a personal preference, and I love Nomura's stuff. I do. Not everything is great, but I love Nomura's stuff personally. But yeah, I just love this series. It's really, really good. And like I said, if you've never played this series, I do say play it however you can. But yeah, again, like I said, we'll see where the future holds, what the future holds for this series. I'm expecting really neat stuff, but again, we'll see. So yeah, so anyway, so thank you everyone for watching, and as always, thank you for being awesome, and may your heart be your guiding key.